Thank you, Madam Chair. First of all, one of my thoughts is what a lot of love we all have for our kids. And I just want to express my gratitude to all of the people here, from whatever perspective you may speak, who sincerely love our children and sincerely want to do what's best for them, because at the end of the day, we all want our kids to be happy and healthy. So, starting from that foundation of recognizing that we all love our children and that we want what's best for them, we face a really challenging question here in some ways when you consider the conflicting testimony on facts that should be verifiable, and yet there's so much disagreement on the idea that these treatments are safe and effective, or that they're not, or that they prevent suicide, or that they don't. So, having said that, no one can know for certainty exactly what is going to happen in any one situation. But what we can do is do our best to look at the odds long term. And I think we do have some long-term studies that indicate that these procedures don't solve all the problems as we are being told. And so I think it's important to consider that. I would also like to share that I did have the opportunity to spend a day recently with a detransitioner who shared with me her personal experience with this journey. One of the things that was compelling for me was hearing her discuss the way that the puberty blockers and the hormones have impacted her health, even long after she has come off of them. Vaginal atrophy affects not just that area of the body, but other things in the same area. Long term, she talked about joint pain and other issues that she still deals with after having come off of those treatments. So, that is compelling. The other thing that she shared with me was the way that those puberty blockers and the transgender hormones impacted her emotionally. I understand in some way, better than most, what it means to deal with an anxiety disorder and to watch someone go through that. I understand that the pain is real. And there are some things that are temporary fixes, and there are some things that if you look at the long-term trajectory, that's where we have to keep our focus. Because one of the big problems that we face sometimes as humans is that we latch on to the first quick fix, and we make bigger problems for ourselves in the long term. And that is my concern with what is happening with these procedures. Because the reality is, as a mother who has a deep appreciation for what it means to be a woman, you can deconstruct your sexual function, you can impede your sexual function, but you can't recreate the healthy function of the opposite sex in an individual. And so for that reason, all philosophies aside, I believe that we have a responsibility to prioritize the preservation of the long-term physical health and function of children. And so for that reason, I will be supporting this legislation.